Alright, hello, this is Kyle Van Hook, and I'm quickly going over a construct level tutorial for Intro to Game Tools. I think there's really nothing I can do except uh, get started. So this is the entire level that we've made. We have a tile background, a tile map with a working functional area. You can not instance variable, it's behaviors that is solid and the player can walk on. Let's see. We have right here our player character. We're not using the we're using one of the more basic Kinney player packs, so there's not a lot of animation, but we have we have several animations. One, we have idle. We have another one that is come on, close please. One that's run. Jumping is just this, and same as falling, and shooting is just this. But if we play our game, we can move via the left, right arrow keys and jump up keys. We can move. We can fire, and we play that little animation. A very quiet game, but we have a working character that's move and it's animated. I don't know if you need to see the event sheet, but we have player movement up here, going through checking when to run, making sure that the player plays an idle animation or when they're stopped, making sure that the player is properly mirrored depending on which arrow is pressed, making sure the jump and falling animations play, making sure the idle animation plays when we're landed, and when we also make the dust particle effects. This one here is basically I think right here is when we actually this stops. This is when the player movement stops officially. The rest of this here is added because I was having issues with the player on the on the regular moving platforms where they just wouldn't animate. So we added checking that the player is overlapping the moving platforms and that they are moving, so that they'll actually play their run animations, and when they're stopped, they'll play their idle animations. And that's for both the platforms. What else? That's moving an animated character. Here we have our system, every tick getting our camera and setting its position to the lerp. Layout, we have camera right here, and it has the scroll to behavior, so it'll just scroll to whatever we want. In this case, it will scroll to our player. And as you can see, let me move. Our player works. The camera works. What else? Smooth following camera. One-way moving platforms. I already went over this for the other platforms. But for the at least for the player stuff, but for the movie, but for the one-way platform, they have the jump through added to them, so they will work as a platform. And the platform moving has the sign behavior, so it'll move. And we also have the platform path, which doesn't do anything, but it's nice to have. And we have two moving platforms, one going left and right and one going up and down. This is one of the not one way, so you can jump through them and they'll keep you. And then let's go. Just to show you that these work. We have both of the platforms, and they work pretty good. Alright, one platform, player death. Well, player death and probably checkpoints is best to check now. So we have our checkpoint here. Originally, it doesn't have the particle effect and it's not animated. So falling death, basically going out of bounds. If we fall, we die, we make a new character, we need to make a new camera, we spawn at our checkpoint number, which is basically checkpoint 1, which is this one, and then we play a particle effect of basically popping in. If we go to this one, this is our new checkpoint that's active. This one has already been flagged, so we're not going to go to that one now. And let's say I'm killed by an enemy. I will be hit. I will be destroyed. I will play that hit effect, and I will spawn over here. Yeah. And as long as they are numbered correctly, you should be pretty fine. Checkpoint. I guess I should also go into the. Where are you? Checkpoint. Is there anything? Instance. We have checked. We have numbered. But this one's 1. This one's 2. This one's 3. They're all checked false at the beginning. And then going. Did we have anything with collectibles? We did have anything, but let's get the this stuff first. So, on player collision with a checkpoint, and if the checkpoint is not checked, we will set check to true. We set the animation to flapping, and then we set the current checkpoint to checkpoint.number. And checkpoint CP is one of the global variables. It's basically the current checkpoint. And oh yeah, that's just for the particle system. We basically make a particle system and set it there. Actually, no, I don't think we make one. It's already in the scene, so we just move it. And then this is the death for the player if they're outside the layout, and if I guess we're checking if they're outside the layout, and also if the checkpoint number equals to the current CP. We'll destroy the player, we'll destroy the camera, we'll wait like 0.5 seconds. We'll create a new camera, new player. We will set the coins from the global variable to player coins. Wait another 2.5 seconds, and then respawn particles. A death, checkpoints, collectibles, and UI. Alright. So, I guess we have a coin object here. And actually, yeah, it doesn't even have any instance variables when we made it. The only important thing is that the player, I think, actually, the player has a variable coins that basically stores how many coins they've touched. And there's also a global variable, coins, which keeps track of all the coins that have been touched. So, when the player touches a coin or comes in the collision with a coin, we destroy that coin, we add 1 to the coins, and then we set coins to player.coins. So we just keep track of everything. And as for UI, the coin UI, I didn't use regular text. I used the what is it? Sprite text, I think. No, Sprite font. Yeah. So we're basically getting just the regular Sprite font that comes with the construct and changing it to where are you? set player text. We're getting the unique instance of it. In this case, it's 13 for that one. And we're setting it to player coins and slash 10 coins. As you can see in the upper right here, it's on the UI layer, so we don't have to worry about it, and it will follow the camera, so that's good. And as you play and collect coins, it will be updated. When you die, obviously it has that weird bug where everything is basically set to 0 and then reset, but it's reset and it's kept track of during player death. Wise, enemies, indestructible walls, and shooting. All right. I guess for the final part, we have enemies, UIs, and shooting. I think I've shown them in before. We have fire. It works. If it goes outside of the layout, it will be destroyed. If it collides with any of the tile map, it will be destroyed. Well, actually, before I destroy this, we have an enemy here. It is basically just a regular worm patrol enemy. And it is animating and moving between two patrol fences that are not in our view during gameplay. So during that, if we shoot fireball, it will first damage the enemy once and then cause it to pause just a little bit during animation. Then we'll fire it again, and then that should destroy it because this only has 2. If our player touches it, they will die instantly. And here we have our destructible walls. As you can see, the player can't move through them. If there were some on top, or like just anywhere out other than this section, the player could jump on top of them just like any other platform. As the player can shoot them, and then they will be destroyed. They'll spawn hit particles and dust particles. Too big for just this player to go through, so we jump and we destroy this one, and we can get the coins right here. And as for the event sheet, we have our enemy patrol. We have patrol set to 0, and we basically simulating it. The platform behavior is basically simulating pressing right. Oh, and we also have it. It wasn't. I think it was default controls. Yeah, default controls is disabled, so we don't control it. But anyways, if patrol is 0, it'll simulate pressing right, and we will set our enemy, set the enemy to mirrored. If it is patrol is 1, we will simulate pressing left, and we'll make sure it's not mirrored. If the patrol collides with the patrol fence, and the patrol is 0, we'll set patrol to 1. Otherwise, we'll set patrol to 0. Down here, if enemy is collided with the patrol enemy and the number equals the current CP, we'll basically just go through the respawning process of making a new player and camera and all that stuff. And down here is all the other stuff that's left for fireballs, enemy, and the destructible object. On mouse, when the left button is clicked, we will make the player go to do the shoot animation. We will set group movement to be activated. When shoot animation is finished, we will set group player movement to activated, and then we'll set the animation to idle, just to get it to keep it from being stuck in the player like the shooting animation. If the animation shoot playing is playing, and it can only be triggered once, we will spawn a fireball at the image point projectile origin in the player shoot animation. And just to quickly show you, that projectile origin is basically right here in the shoot animation. Uh, Alright, when the fireball is created, and we're going to be checking if the player is mirrored, we will set the bullet angle to 180 degrees, so it'll basically go in a straight line, and we will make sure that the fireball is mirrored. That way, it'll basically spin this way if the player's facing this way, and it'll spin this way if the player's facing this way. So at least it doesn't look weird. And this one, if the fireball is on collision with any part of the tile map or is outside the layout, we will destroy the fireball. And I guess let's do this one first, just so we can get the fireball out of the way. If the patrolling enemy collides with the fireball, we will destroy the fireball. We will create a particle hit object, or we will create object hit particle at the patrol enemy X and Y. We'll set the patrol enemy time scale to 0, so it'll pause for like 0.1 second. Then we'll, at least for this part, then we'll set it time scale to 1 again. Then we'll subtract 1 from the hit points. Then here we are always checking if the patrol enemy hit points equals 0, and that it only triggers once. We will destroy the enemy, and then we will create a dust cloud at the enemy's X and Y position. For the destructible, well, actually, there's still one more fireball, but for the destructible wall, we will check if it comes in collision with a fireball, in which case we will then destroy it. We will create hit particles at at the X and Y value of it, and we will subtract 1 from the hit points. And then here we are checking if the hit points are 0, and it will only trigger once, in which case we will destroy the wall. And then we will create the dust cloud object, or a particle. And I think that's everything I need to show you. Like, one little section here, just to show the whole level off. And one more thing, but yeah, this was actually a lot better tutorial than what I expected from Construct. But I think this is I've shown everything. Barely make it. Hooray! Right. Thank you. And have a good day.